when a scam happened in 1992, the SEBI Act was enacted through an ordinance. SEBI Act was amended in 1999 and section 11AAA was introduced to give powers of CIS to SEBI. In 2001, there was an incident of market misconduct which is called the Ketan Parikh episode. There was a joint parliamentary committee and the incidents in the market also affected UTI very badly. So, after the JPC, there was a need to amend the SEBI Act and to give it some more powers, primarily based on the recommendations of the Joint Parliamentary Committee. The FSDC was a mechanism which was set up after 2001 to ensure coordination with RBI, with SEBI, Ministry of Finance and all. So, all the inter-regulatory issues used to come there. There was a mechanism for investor grievance in the stock exchanges and in SEBI. We strengthened it. So, we created a settlement guarantee fund and that guarantee fund was dynamically changed. So, government found that instead of amending the FMC Act and empowering them, which was also going on in the parallel for more than a decade but never took place, they decided to merge it. Mutual fund industry is the biggest success story in the Indian securities market. In 2012, we realized, one example I gave you earlier, that why not incentivize them to go to beyond 15 cities. Later on, SEBI said after a few years that instead of 15 cities, let us go to beyond 30 cities. SEBI has introduced a number of restrictions and disclosures on the mutual fund industry so far as debt investment is concerned. Collective investment scheme or unauthorized deposit taking was a serious problem in this country. Efforts have been made since early 90s or even late 80s to collect money from people for various schemes without any authority. Now, the problem there was that which is the right agency to tackle it, whether it is RBI, because are they doing an activity which is the activity of a non-banking finance company? Yes. Is it under the Chit Fund Act? Is it under the Nidhi regulations? Or is it under the Company Act deposit taking? So, there is a lot of confusion about it. SEBI Act was amended in 1999 and section 11AAA was introduced to give powers of CIS to SEBI. But there were 12 exceptions in that. And anybody could say that, no, I don't come under CIS, I am not CIS at all. I am running a Nidhi scheme, I am running a chit fund scheme, I am running a housing scheme, I am doing a pure business. So, to decide who is going to do it was a very, very major problem. And that is why around 2013, 12-13, a mushrooming when it happened, it became a problem that which agency had to tackle it. An unfortunate part was that regulatory coordination was lacking. Nobody wanted to touch the baby. So, everybody was throwing it back to the others. So, then we decided, SEBI decided, okay, we'll have to take on. Although we didn't have the very clear-cut powers, we decided to take it on. And there somebody called us a Sarkari Gunda, somebody came out with a whole page advertisement saying that SEBI is harming trade and industry. Somebody took us to district courts. We had to face all that.
So it was tough, you could do it, but was the Sahara bit tougher even? Because you also took on Sahara, the RNBC, Residuary Non-Banking Company. So tell us a little bit on that. I remember the truckloads of papers coming on their so-called depositors' information coming to you.
And the head of the institution, when he was summoned by the whole-time member before his court, he complained to the media that the SEBI didn't even offer them a cup of tea.
Yes, in the SEBI headquarters.
SEBI headquarters, yes.
Subrata Roy came and the media was outside, yes.
And he had been summoned by the court. And he went out and complained that, look, SEBI didn't even offer us a cup of tea. So, for posterity and for SEBI's future, I would like to be on record in saying that These are very difficult tasks before SEBI, and people should appreciate the action taken by it within the constraints then available to SEBI, within which the SEBI was working. But they brought in 127 trucks of loads of paper, and they thought they will jam the whole BKC area. They didn't realize that we are already prepared for it. Then the Supreme Court also asked us to look into it, because then they went to SAT, and from SAT they went to Supreme Court. Supreme Court said that you pass an order looking into the merits of the case. So the final order was passed in June 2012. And what did we say? We said that you have violated the requirements of what is called a deemed public issue. Deemed public issue, the law which was prevalent at that time, nobody could issue securities to more than 49 people. And here they were on record that they had raised 24,000 crores. 24,000 crores from over 3 crore investors. So the numbers were admitted. So
Clear violation.
Clear violation. So we passed an order saying what? Saying that you please refund the money. Supreme Court passed an order, no, you please don't refund the money to individuals. You please give the money to SEBI.
Yes.
You please give the money, the papers to SEBI. SEBI will identify the investors,
Yes.
and SEBI will pay them. So we created a committee under Mr. Chandrasekhar, ex-cabinet secretary, and then we decided that let us have different set of entry requirements for different type of investors. For example, an Abu Dhabi sovereign fund,
Yes.
that does not require the same level of scrutiny as anybody else is a private person does. So we created category 1, category 2, category 3. SEBI's role is to ensure that the interest of investors are protected, but its role is also, given in the act itself, is to develop the market. So we thought that SMEs, for example, had no avenues to raise money. So we created an SME platform. 3 things are important. One is SEBI became an important member of the executive committee of IOSCO. Second was the International Advisory Committee. We had eminent people. Thirdly, we encouraged our staff to get trained. So we used to send them for training outside India. We used to send them for IOSCO and IAB meetings. And then we also created what is called NISM, National Institute of Securities Markets.